Hi, in this video I'm going to tell you about the symptoms of caregiver stress. Caregiver stress is prevalent with looking after an Alzheimer's patient. You usually don't recognize the symptoms yourself. The symptoms vary from anger, irritability, to sleeping problems, and then down all the way to depression at its worst, or more serious health problems. So first of all, we have, there's basically about 10, others have been recognized, but there's 10 caregiver stress signals. The first one is anger. If you're getting angry all the time, you're getting stressed. Anger and irritability are sort of the same. I know I myself was suffering from anger. I guess the anger could be, why am I having to do this all by myself? Why isn't there any more help for me? Such as, I wish someone would just understand. Just being angry about stuff like that. Which leads into the second one again, which is irritability. Being irritable all the time, not having a smile on your face, not being happy, just being irritable. Every little thing gets you irritated, I guess we'd say. The next one would be sleeplessness. I suffered from sleeplessness a lot, in that my dad, he would wake up at usually about between 2:30 and 3:30 in the morning, and he would be wanting his coffee. He loved his coffee and donuts. But at 2:30 in the morning, it's not time for coffee and donuts, and he would be waking up from his room and coming out in the hallway and yelling, Andrew, Andrew, I want my coffee. So sleeplessness is another way of stress, which of course can lead into exhaustion. Exhaustion is another caregiver stress. It's really important to get sleep and keep yourself well rested, because if you're not looking after yourself, it's harder to look after anybody else. As they say in the airline, when you get on the plane, they have the demonstration and they say put your mask on first before you help somebody else. If you're not looking after yourself, you aren't able to look after anybody else. So exhaustion is just another one of them that you end up having to deal with. Another symptom of caregiver stress is social withdrawal. Not doing the things that you used to like to do, the hobbies that you've started to forget about doing, because honestly, you're just way too busy having to be a caregiver. It's important to get out there and talk to your friends. Don't let the withdrawal just happen. It's not healthy. It can lead into things like anxiety. Get anxiety disorders, which is another one of the signs of caregiver stress. It's anxious all the time. You're not sure what's going to happen next, how you're going to deal with it. It's difficult. It's difficult to deal with. Lack of concentration. This is one that I dealt with. It was thought like I was getting Alzheimer's myself, because I wouldn't be able to concentrate on tasks, cooking meals and leaving the meal to go help my dad, and then not being able to, forgetting that I had the meal on, and I burned the stuff in the oven. And then there's the next one, which is denial. Denial is a big one. A denial is like, everything's okay. My body's okay. I'm okay. It's not true. You have to recognize that once you start denial is going to be, it's down there on the list, but it's also one of the biggest ones, denial. Because if you're denying the problems that you're having, it can lead into bigger and worse things, bigger health problems. Health problems is another caregiver stress problem or symptom, is health problems. I'm not going to get into specifics here because it runs the gamut. And then finally, the last one is depression. I know myself, I suffered from depression after my dad went in the home. I ended up in a very bad state. And that is part of the reason I am doing this, is because I want to help anybody so they don't have to deal with what I had to go through. It was terrible, it was tough, and I'm not, I am over that, the depression, but depression, it took a serious toll on me. It took me to the point where I wouldn't even get out of bed. I was in foreclosure. It's just not a good situation I was in. And I'm hoping to help you guys so you don't have to get that low down. Thanks for watching my video. I hope you got the caregiver stress symptoms. I'll go over them one last time. The first one is anger. The second one is irritability. Then sleeplessness, exhaustion, social withdrawal, anxiety, lack of concentration, denial, health problems, and finally depression. Thanks for watching my video, and stay tuned for more.